What do you think that happens if Britain recognises Palestine?
Nothing.
And France doesn't recognise Palestine?
Nothing.
Canada doesn't recognise Palestine?
Nothing.
Australia doesn't recognise Palestine?
Nothing.
You don't think it's going to help?
You guys are here.
You don't think it'll be putting pressure? Why not?
They're always around.
147 countries already recognise Palestine. 147. So it'll be 152. Yeah.
But the countries that are recognising it are in 7.
Yeah, true. Yeah.
So does that matter to you?
Okay, I'll answer that slightly longish term. In the Bible, it says the nations of the world will attack Jerusalem. The nations of the world will attack Jerusalem. And God will destroy the armies which come against Jerusalem. So I'm pretty expecting one day the nations to go and attack Jerusalem. Yep, absolutely.
That's not going to happen.
And so, yeah. God's prophecy, according to God's prophecy, you decide whether you believe God's
France
prophecy.
and Britain aren't going to attack Israel.
Do you believe in God?
Because America.
Do you believe in God?
Because of America.
Do you believe in God?
It doesn't matter whether you
I'll
believe in
ask
God
you
or
one
not.
time. You're not going to tell me, okay?
Okay. According to the Bible.
So,
according to the Bible, it's going to happen.
the Bible says it's going to happen.
That means Israel
It will happen.
That means Israel will be destroyed then.
No, it doesn't. If you bother to read the prophecy, which most people don't do, God will destroy the armies which comes against them, against Israel. When God makes a prophecy about the Jews returning to the promised land, it's going to happen. When God says they will never again be uprooted from the land that God gave them, that's going to happen. So they can't destroy Israel. They will try and God will destroy them.
What do you think about the behaviour of Israel in the West Bank?
Well, some of the settlers are way over the top. Yeah.
Oh, you agree?
absolutely.
You agree? You agree?
Yeah. Throwing stones at people, sometimes burning their cars, their homes.
Do you think they're stealing the land?
They would say that in their Bible, God gave them that land. But in the prophet Isaiah, God says, Zion will be redeemed through justice, and those who return to it through justice. 2 verses later it says, but the rebels, the sinners and the God-forsaken will have a calamity, they will perish. A lot of those settlers are going to perish. But the good settlers, they'll be able to stay there. The bad ones who are causing all the troubles, they're going to perish.
Do you think
That's my reading of that
Do you still
verse.
think the two-state solution is viable?
I think so, especially if it's one country, two systems. That would be my preferred option.
Two systems.
One country, two systems.
What systems do you expect?
Okay, I'll give you an example. Britain. The Scottish people can go anywhere, but they can only vote in Scotland. The Welsh people can go anywhere, but they can only vote in Wales. So yes, the Palestinians can go anywhere, but they always vote in Palestine, the Palestinian area. The Jews can go anywhere, but they'll only vote in the Israeli part. So you can have a Jewish majority area and an Arab majority area, no problem.
But you're not going to have Gaza though.
I couldn't care less. I mean, it's up to them. I don't know. You see, in biblical times, when God first gave them that land, Gaza was not given to them. Later on, King David took it. So what God wants us to have, just the original one, or the updated one from King David, I don't know.
You're filming him, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay. But you have to admit that what Israel's doing in Gaza is wrong.
Well, they're not doing it the best way. But then, when you're up against Hamas, who won't sign a ceasefire, what do you do?
Yeah, but you don't need to continue. You don't need to continue the war, though.
They need to do what? Kill?
You don't need to continue the war. The war can stop.
Well, then Hamas stays there.
No, Hamas are militarily weak now. You can still. You can still get the hostages.
People can rejoin Hamas.
So what's the priority? Is it to destroy Hamas or get the hostages?
Destroy Hamas.
And the hostages die.
Maybe some already have.
But how can you destroy Hamas? Hamas are an
Same
idea.
as what they're doing already.
No, you kill Hamas, and another person comes up and says, "I'm Hamas."
Yeah, I
then
know.
you kill him, then another person says,
That
"I'm
is
Hamas."
why I'm saying you can't destroy Hamas. But
So
you
why?
can make them so there are hardly any weapons there. They want to demilitarize Hamas. Yeah. Yes. You can't destroy Hamas because. No, I don't mean kill every last one. they've got to surrender and accept the fact they were no longer Hamas. Hamas have already agreed that that when the war's over, Gaza will be run by someone else. They've agreed to that. What? I just wish the Palestinians I can't get every word.
Yeah, I can't hear you either. Louder.
Yeah, go for it. Yes, oh, I do, absolutely. Yeah.
Did Hamas
I'll
do
tell you how
what?
I know. I'll tell you how I know.
Is Hamas bad?
I'll tell you how I know.
Hamas bad?
I've read the Quran.
That's a silly question.
Hang on.
Hamas are bad. Come on.
Can I hear the answer? I've read the Quran. I see what Hamas is in their charter and what they do, and that's why I say they're bad. And you know, all the Gulf states call them a terrorist organisation. European Union does, Britain does, America does. So yes, absolutely, they're terrorists, and they're humiliating the religion of Islam. Pardon? They deliberately target civilians in suicide bombings. Yeah, that's one of the things. They go against the Quran says the children of Israel will be spread around the world but will come back. Hamas says no, the Jews have got to get out. So they're going against their Quran. You'd be going nuts to go against the Quran. They want the Jews out. They do.
Another question.
They do.
Another question. The terrorists target
Yeah.
What is the government?
What?
What is the government of Israel?
They aren't deliberately targeting civilians. They are targeting Hamas people. And Hamas hide amongst the civilian population. And in international law it says the presence of a protected person does not render an area free from military operations. So they're legally allowed to target militants, and the civilians are there as well. They die.
Can I tell you?
Yes, they're legally allowed to.
Can I tell you what?
No. I said they do not target them. They target Hamas, and if Hamas hide among civilians, those civilians will also die, as they do in every war. That's in international law. The Fourth Geneva Convention of War. So legally, in the Geneva Convention of War, Article 28, they're allowed to, yes.
Are you not concerned by using excessive violence, collective punishment? You're just going to create new.
Yeah, it will.
New Hamas.
It will.
Or new terror.
Yeah, I know it will.
A different organisation.
But I say Israel doesn't have much option.
It does. It could have a ceasefire.
Yes, the last ceasefire put forward 7 weeks ago, Israel accepted it, Hamas rejected it. So if Hamas rejects the ceasefires, then there's no ceasefire.
There was a ceasefire in January and February before Israel broke it and killed 400 people on that day, mostly women and children.
Okay, I'll give the other side of the story. During the ceasefire, when it was being taken, they were supposed to be negotiating the second part of it. But Hamas was not negotiating the second part of it. So Israel said, you haven't negotiated the second part of it, we're going to start bombing. As soon as you come back to the negotiating table, fine. But Hamas won't.
Was that part of the original ceasefire agreement?
The original ceasefire agreement was during the first ceasefire, when they released, I don't know, 100 whatever hostages. During that time, they're supposed to negotiate for the second one. And when that came, and there's no negotiation, Israel said, right, we're going to start attacking you, come and negotiate.
How do you know that there was no negotiation?
Well, that's what they say.
Oh, and you just take that as true.
And you just blindly believe Hamas, do you?
No, but a minute ago you also said Hamas talked about the river to the sea. But this is not the sea.
Actually, I didn't say the river to the sea.
Did you not say that Hamas wants to drive all the Jews out and they want
Oh, yes, they do, yes. Yes.
What is the Likud Charter? What does it say about
What is the what?
the Likud Charter?
The Likud Charter.
Yeah.
Oh, Likud.
Yeah.
Likud is one political party in Israel. Yeah, and Likud at the moment they have elections every 4 years. There's ones due next year. We will see what happens in the next election.
That wasn't the question I asked. I said the current party that is running Israel, what is their
It's a coalition.
Yes,
It's a
and
coalition.
what is their policy? On the river to the sea. Do they
Yeah,
believe
that's
in
right.
Do they believe in a greater Israel?
They do, yes.
So
They,
is
God
that not
believes in a greater Israel.
is that not only from the river to the sea, but also parts of Syria and Lebanon?
Yes.
it depends on person's individual interpretation. It depends on each individual interpretation.
Why is it okay
But when they're here,
that
like,
Israel
a few-
has that
couple of months ago.
charter, but you just dismiss the
Because God said so.
They keep
Because
repeating
God
it
said
now.
so in the Torah. That's why.
Not everybody believes in your God.
I know, but for those who do, now the Muslims can have what they want from the Quran. That's fine. That's fine. I think the Quran's a good book. I wish
No,
Hamas
that's
did
the
follow the
thing.
Quran,
There's
because their own Quran said that
called,
God gave them that land, the Jews that land.
or something like that. Yeah, it's supposed to say that.
So in America, you've got a lot of Jews who live in Brooklyn, for example, right?
Yeah.
Now, if a native, do you think it would be justified for, say, a Native American to say, look, actually, I have an ancestral right to this land and this house that you're living in now. So get out, and if you don't get out, I will force you out. Would that be okay?
Well, it will be if. Hang on, I'll answer my words. If there was a God who told them that, it would come to pass. But there isn't, sadly.
No, but they might say, they might say, my God told me that, just like you say.
But it won't
Yes,
come to pass.
but there's no God helping them. There's no God helping them.
So you're inherently biased because what you're saying is what my God says is right and what everybody else is
No.
right.
What I'm saying, madam, can I say only one of us can talk at a time. All three holy books, the Jewish Torah, Christian Gospel, and Muslim Quran, all say that they gave that land to the Jews. All three say it. So it's right. But if you're an atheist, you may be an atheist, you don't have to believe it.
There are also Jewish groups and Orthodox Jewish groups who actually believe that Jews should be in Israel and are
In the Quran, you can.
against modern science.
Hang on. They're a tiny minority, and they base it on the Talmud, not the Jewish Torah.
That's a lot of them, not a tiny
So,
minority.
yes, so the vast majority of Jews put the God's Torah above the Talmud.
they don't.
Talmud is
Above the
only the
man.
words of man. Excuse me, when you shout, he starts into you. And
Sorry, do you agree with each other?
no, she's a Messianic Jew,
I'm
aren't you?
Messianic Jew,
Christian.
he's
And I'm just a regular Jew. But I believe in all
By regular,
religions.
do you mean you're a
I believe in all
reformed Jew or-
religions. I believe in all religions. Yeah, every time I tell that, he starts to get hurt. I have to repeat it. I don't know if you've heard me or not. I'm saying I believe in all religions. It says in the Bible you can talk to God. I have done. And the Holy Spirit told me all religions are here to make the world a better place. So I personally follow the Jewish Torah. But I respect the Quran and the Christian Gospels and the Bhagavad Gita to the Hindus. But all the books that do with the Holy Land, all three of them said that God gave that land to the Jews.
Not everybody believes in your God, though. Right? There are,
Yes, but
outside of the three religions, there are populations who don't believe in your God. So
Yeah, but out in the Middle East.
How can you say then that my God told me that this is my land, so I'm entitled, regardless of what you believe, to drive you out of your land, kill all of your people, displace them, force them out, and it's my right.
I'll answer that. I'll answer that. I'll answer that. I'll answer that. Hang on. I'll answer
Sorry,
that.
the Palestinians carry that
Hello,
policy.
can I answer your question? Madam, can you go somewhere else? I can't answer his question, and you don't answer very well.
Whoever they are you saying those people are responsible?
Hello, can I answer the question?
They're responsible for October the 7th.
Madam, would you like to hear the question? Look, tell you what, shall I move over there? Because she's in I can't talk to you while she's continually interrupting. Shall I answer my question? She'll just keep shouting at me until I'm used to it. In the Bible it says the Jews return through justice and those return through justice. They returned under the League of Nations mandate. They were allowed to migrate there. They had to buy property. They were not allowed to take weapons with them. They didn't ethnically cleanse. When the United Nations partitioned the land, Then it was a free-for-all because the Arabs started a war against the Jews, and the Jews said, all the time you're killing us to take our land, we'll do the same to you. When you stop, we'll stop. That's how it happened.
No, it didn't.
It did. It did. It did.
Yeah,
And that's why Israel's doing really, really well, because they are on side with God's prophecy, and the others are going
If
against
that was
God's
the case,
prophecy,
the Jews were living
and
there
they're bad.
before. The Jews were living there before.
Jews have always lived there. He knows his history. He knows his history.
Yes, I think all journalists should be allowed to go into Gaza, yes. All journalists should be allowed to go into Gaza, yes. Pardon? They've got it wrong, yes, they're wrong, yeah.
I don't know why they keep blaming Israel. Israel was attacked.
I know, Israel was attacked in 1948, 1967, 1973, and many other times, yes.
And where are the Arabs? Where are the Arabs?
Losing. Now, I'll tell you what, some are doing well. Egypt, who attacked Israel 3 times, has now made peace with Israel. There's an Israeli embassy in